I'm really hoping y'all can hear me because there's a train behind me, but it's not as loud as it usually is because it's going a lot slower. But we can definitely talk. We're definitely going to talk about it. As I already previously shared, all debts are obligations of the United States government. Why? Because they created the goddamn debt. They created the dollar, forced it into commerce for everybody to use by using fear, manipulation, and war, and accumulated this mass amount of debt, draining our planet of its resources. And yes, backing it by us. We are the fucking assets. That's what those birth certificates are. And they have a pretty big financial number backing it because we are the assets. We are the reason that the world runs, which is why if we ever stopped for any reason going to work, everything would fall to shits. So nothing is backing the dollar but our physical labor. When it comes to these illegal cases that was open, their majority open against Eric because he was named as my financial support within my case, and then after that, like, multiple cases were open against him illegally, and like they weren't even following the laws of commerce to open these cases, y'all. If you go back into the records, you'll have the details. I'm not going into them right now because I shouldn't have to. This particular case was the first case, and it was opened by it was pursued by a legal firm who will not be a firm for much longer. But the judgment pretty much states, pretrial was held on 6/18/26. Plaintiff's attorney Michael Tandry was present in court. Defendant was not present. Since the plaintiff did not file a motion of summary judgment, the complaint is dismissed without prejudice as the case overreached in July, and plaintiff was previously advised of the possible dismissal. Adjudicated by Michelle L. Parrish, judge. I don't know if this is a judge that started off with the case, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, because it was open so long ago, or if this is just somebody stepping in to attempting to clean up the mess that they made. They can't do that. As I stated, this was only one of 4 cases, and I handled every case that came Eric way because I knew for a fact that this was maliciously being done because he was specifically named as my financial support, and no one really believed me from my past that I knew I was talking about nor supported what I was doing. But all of these cases will inevitably be closed because of me, and people still, and it hurts my feelings so much that people still chose to move how they moved. Even if whatever I was saying didn't meet the eye, I was clearly not giving up on the things that I was saying. It's like it was just so easy for people to give up on me and turn against me and talk about me and really treat me really shittily. Like, this is how people treat me. Eric's definitely one of those people. As for my little brother, Patrick, who was unlawfully detained in Las Vegas, they kidnapped my boy, and I once again utilized the avenues that I had previously utilized for my case, and submitted a whole bunch of whistleblower documents letting them know of the wrongdoings. And the 211, the IRS actually responded to him, and I told him, like, this is really big, like, you got a response. They let him know that it would take up to 2 years for an investigation to be held, but it doesn't even matter because at this point you're acknowledging the wrongdoing and you are insinuating that investigation will be held. Now, the determination of that investigation is something I won't know about because I stopped talking to these people and I never plan on talking to them again. But I'm 1,000% sure that case is going to be closed as well. I'm willing to guarantee it. Anything that myself handled for these people, it's going to be handled. I'm willing to guarantee it. And everybody just moves so corny to me, but I know the law. And y'all, people are definitely going to start seeing the results in the physical real soon. But like I already told y'all, this has already been unfolding for a while, and them dismissing this case even proves this. I'm not wrong, I'm not lying, I'm not incorrect. Even if they trying to say some shit like they was only dismissed because the plaintiff failed to do whatever the plaintiff was supposed to do. The plaintiff didn't do that shit because they knew they wasn't going to win. And I'm 1,000,000% countersuing the people that actually named me in these lawsuits. Eric would have to do anything on his own. Like, he would have to handle that on his own. But these are already named defendants. Again, my case is already active. Regardless of how y'all feel about whatever y'all got going on, none of my business. I know what I'm talking about. They cannot dismiss cases illegally. They cannot just call a case frivolous and fucking close it and think that that's going to be it. No, this is what appeal courts are for. This is what the Supreme Court of the United States is for. This is what the United Nations is for. Once corruption get this high, everybody has fucking jobs to do, and they should have been doing them this entire time. Now, once again, the whole system is going to be dismantled because it was just built on corruptions and lies from the fucking get-go. The dollar is valueless. There's no value behind the dollar. Nothing backs the dollar. The dollar was never anything more than an IOU, a debt note, a negotiable instrument. These are the things used to describe the dollar by definition. Don't play with me. And a lot of people know these things. Everybody was just not willing to actually go toe-to-toe with the fucking system. I was, especially when we're talking about them kidnapping my daughter and psychological warfare and fucking just unwarranted attacks. Listen, at some point, y'all have to figure out that y'all lives are not worth playing with. I figured that shit out, and I govern myself accordingly at all times. And that's only triggering for people because of how much y'all don't care about yourselves. And this is what me showing up for myself shows y'all. How much y'all are not willing to change. How much y'all are not willing to do the work. And then y'all be fucking triggered and projected and think that shit gonna land like it's me that's the problem. Y'all are continuously showing the goddamn world that y'all are the problem. The pattern is clear. Grow up. Everybody needs to grow up. We are not, especially if you are not a fucking child. We are not children anymore. Nobody's responsible for us but us. How we show up matter, and energy returns at all times. People chose to move so corny, and court is the least of everybody's problems. Even if everybody that I know that I can name off the top of my head, the people that I was closest to, everybody aided and abetted in the kidnapping of my child. 1,000,000%. And I'm suing everybody. Everybody is going to be seeing me in court. I'm not misspeaking. This is very serious. These are actual crimes. I know what I've proven, and I've proved it a long time ago. And y'all still chose to move how y'all chose to move. And then attempt to apologize and shit when y'all know shit is not going to end in y'all favor. No, absolutely the fuck not. Save the tears, save the sorry, save all of that shit. Everybody is going to be seeing me in court, and I'm going to win. And just because people don't understand that this is already unfolding in my favor does not mean that I don't. Baby, this case has been open for it's been a minute, and y'all about to watch a lot of these cases just trickle down into dismissed because of whatever reason they come up with. My girl is definitely coming back to me expeditiously. Yeah, and everything is just going to work. This is going to end in my favor inevitably. I'm going to go in my life. I'm going to have my children, and we're going to have the best fucking life and the most secure freedom because of their mother. And I'm just so happy, and I can't wait. I really can't. Everything just needs to hurry up because I thought this car was the police. You know, they be looking for me. They be stalking me. I be being stalked. Okay, no, for real. But yeah, yeah. This shit has always been a lot for me to process. Processing anything is not easy. We love the moments when things are going great in our lives, and when we feeling real good. But we not always gonna feel good, and we have to learn how to process our emotions, and we have to be mindful that how we show up matters. And energy always return. Y'all are insane to me. People really are crazy to me. Court is the least of everybody's. Prison is the least of everybody's worries. I promise it is.